It's Monday. It's morning.
It's macabre. Diggity.
Guys,
Yo.
I am recording from my new office in the Sling and Dingers headquarters. Super excited. Built it myself with the help.
Yes.
And by myself, I mean I did like 10% of the work while my father-in-law was a big, strong man and did the rest. But I did use the nail gun. So, pretty cool.
Testosterone's flowing.
Let's just say I've done more jumping jacks in the last week than I've done in the rest of my goddamn life.
Wow.
So I look like
Jumping Jack Flash over there.
Yeah, I went from Guy Fieri to John Taffer, baby.
Heck yeah.
The
Went
ultimate
from
evolution.
Starting bars to fixing bars, baby.
Hell yeah, brother. I wish that would actually, I would much rather go the opposite way, but
No.
you don't get to choose in life sometimes.
So you just like ripping fucking sick jumps like Spring Heel Jack?
Yeah, I'm like Spring Hill jacking it in here.
Wow.
I mean, doing flips is what I mean.
Right in people's winders?
Right in people's what?
Winders? Right in their winders?
Yeah, right through their winders saying, look at these Jays. Woo! So that's big news on the Darce front. Really excited. Really gonna make this place my own. Get some,
It's gonna
I don't know,
pop, baby.
Get some boy band posters in the walls, you know?
Nice.
Really make it a cool, maybe
Who
get
would you go?
Who would I go? Who would I get as posters?
Which boy bands? So you got the old school, the original of the boy band phenomena with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, Boys to Men.
Wait, I was gonna say you're really skipping over like.
Oh, I guess Boys to Men, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. New Kids on the Block.
What was who did not L Town? What was it called? The I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Hold on.
It's like
I like girls that wear...
I like girls just so Google's not throwing out.
LFO. Girls.
It's gonna be
women. Beautiful,
really
beautiful,
hot
beautiful.
ladies.
Now Google knows.
Now Google.
It's like dude, that's kind of what guys in freshman year of college do in real life. They're trying to let everyone else's algorithm on their floor know that they're straight and that they like to drink or listen to music.
Yeah, they're like, gotta make sure these ads pop up as super straight.
Gotta
Axe
let everyone
body
know
spray.
I'm chill. Thanks,
Yeah,
Bob
I've thrown
Marley.
a hatchet. But I'm gonna get LFO posters and then take over the faces with Brink from Brink.
I shouldn't have said they were the OG, but where they really were popularized was NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
And then you had kind of the lull for a while, and then you had the revolution with what do you call them?
This is gonna end sad.
Probably. What is Harry Styles' name?
What is his name? Harry Styles.
No, what band was that?
One Direction?
One Direction. And then now you have...
What's Harry Styles' name?
Now the Korean...
Scones wakes up from his coma.
I was like, the guy who spits on Chris Pine, what boy band was he in? And then now it's like all the Korean boy bands are where it's at.
Yeah.
So you have a lot
K-pop
to
has become...
you have a lot to think about is my point.
I've already told you what I'm doing, so I don't have anything to think about.
You're having girls with Abercrombie and Fitch or something?
Yeah, LFO, but all the pictures are Brink. That's
Brink?
Yeah, Brink. From Brink. He doesn't have a name.
Like skate down to the beach? It's a million miles away.
Exactly. If you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know.
I think that's like one of the first lines in the movie.
Dude, honestly, that movie should have gotten every Oscar possible, even if it wasn't allowed to be in the category.
Yeah, maybe.
Best animation. Brink.
I like it.
Scones, you're going to be presenting your six-pack abs today for us, I think?
Heck yeah.
So we've buttered him up and shine a bright light on him.
Here we go. You ready? Prepare
He's
to be
Wait,
disappointed.
I'm painting the scene for the listeners. Scones is in a American flag Speedo.
Yep.
All oiled up.
I wear this. This is my business outfit.
Yeah, looking like a
this is
sausage.
This is business casual at Sling and Dingers.
Exactly. He's looking like a greased up like turkey leg you find hidden under the fridge like 4 weeks after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Got a real nice
a lot of like lint and crumbs stuck to me.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's 10 out of 10.
And it's what I wear to work every Monday.
And that's his presentation. So, Scones, what do you want to talk about while wearing that very cool outfit?
Oh, sorry, it's hard to stay in my chair all greased up. I keep
Yeah,
slipping out of it.
Yeah, that's why we bolted him in like he's a mental patient.
And it really attracts flies. It's awful.
Yeah.
But hey, that's business, baby.
Pretty flies for a scone guy.
And that's what I'm always saying. That's what I've said. If I ever had kids, it's the one thing I'd teach them.
The Beastie Boys?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Exactly that.
Go ahead, Scones. Tell us
Today
what
we're going to be talking about HAARP.
HAARP.
HAARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
That sounds cool as fuck. I
say what?
That sounds cool. Is this like the missile one?
Well, we'll get into it.
Okay.
Band, slick your hair back.
And let those dillies fly.
God, that's good.
Oh, man.
All right, Dar. So you don't know anything about HAARP?
Unless we talked about it in the Missiles and Mind Control episode, no.
I don't know if we did.
Well, let's say we didn't.
Fuck,
and
maybe
I'll
we
tell
did.
You if we have. We did talk about
it
an
in
Arctic
Alaska?
research facility. Yeah, like a snowy research facility. I just don't know if it's called HAARP.
We might have, but I guess
Were
we're
they
going
trying?
into a deep dive.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about it.
All right. HAARP conspiracies. I'm reading from the Anchorage Daily News, an article by Austin Baird.
Whoa, he's got Bear in his name. He's from Alaska. He's in Anchorage.
What more could you want?
What more could you want?
The HAARP conspiracies, a guide to the most far-out theories behind government research in Alaska.
Sheesh.
A military-funded project called the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, located on remote tundra in Alaska, jumps off the horizon past mile marker 11 on the Glen Highway. The program's main facility sits behind a barbed wire fence that stretches as far as the eye can see. What grabs the imagination... Yo?
I hate to interrupt.
Heck yeah,
but it's
hit
important.
Me with it. Do it.
What happened to Barb?
Barb? Well, we as the viewers know, but I don't know. That is kind of crazy. All those characters, like Nancy
I shouldn't have fucking done this.
Does not get closure at all for Barb's death.
Would you rather have closure or Hosier?
Like a new Hosier album or closure for anything in my life that's kept me up at night?
Yeah. Ding.
Okay.
Ding.
Can I negotiate?
Sure.
Can Hosier's new album be themed? Can it be a concept album around the things in my life that I'm not getting closure of?
He'd probably be like super into that.
He'd probably be like,
Scone. I'm Irish, but I sing with no accent. I don't know what Hosier sounds like.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I do, but like, I don't know how you do an impression. Yeah. Anyway,
it's that.
I didn't mean.
He answers. He talks like that too. In every interview, they're like, "What do you like to do on the weekends?" He's like, "I like to go out, dog Jeff. I like to take hikes."
I don't.
What grabs the imagination most, though, are the couple hundred oversized antennas described by legions of journalists and conspiracy theorists, including Noah Schachtman of Wired. 180 silver poles rise from the ground, each a foot thick, 72 feet tall, and spaced exactly 80 feet apart. Geometric patterns form and reform in every direction, with they're Athenian in their symmetry. It looks like a bionic forest.
That sounds cool as shit.
That's fucking tall.
Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Real talk. That's fucking tall.
Shit.
I thought 5'11" was tall, but fuck.
Shit. 72 feet? You kidding me?
You kidding me? That's taller than, like, outer space.
Hey, those things should have been hooping. Shout out Terry Rozier. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Terry Rozier Osama bin Laden tweet. Those fanged metal structures have made the sleepy rural Alaska village of Gakona, population 200, a lightning rod for controversy. Like many federally funded projects in the last frontier, HAARP saw its financial peak when former Alaska U.S. Senator Ted Stevens was at the height of his power in the mid-2000s. Theories about what goes on inside HAARP, which was founded in 1990 to conduct research on the ionosphere, an upper level of
that sounds tall.
Yeah, it's an upper level of the atmosphere, interesting to scientists for its importance in shortwave radio communication and because it's a place where plasma forms naturally.
Yo. Plasma, I hardly know her.
Ask the Air Force. Zing. Thanks, folks.
Hey.
Tomorrow night we got Ariana Grande as our musical guest.
You have a great show tonight.
Great show tonight. Jimmy Fallon. Ask the Air Force what they're doing in Gakona these days.
I'm sorry.
You fucking hate Jimmy Fallon.
I don't like him.
I think the last talk show host I really liked was Conan, and he's gone.
Yeah.
And now it's like Jimmy Kimmel doesn't really do his job anymore. He just has guest hosts. James Corden, that show is set up in an insanely annoying way.
Is awful.
Jimmy Fallon can barely get through the interview because he's laughing the whole time.
I hate it.
Stephen Colbert's good.
All right. I'm going to just cut all this.
Why? This is what the listeners come for.
Continue.
Ask the Air Force what they're doing in Gakona these days, and a spokesman stationed in New Mexico will tell you to find out yourself during HAARP's open house. They usually hold these every couple of years during the summer, even though all the research is unclassified. The Air Force doesn't offer much else in the way of explaining what's going on, except to point out that their noble interest in studying Earth's atmosphere to further scientific knowledge and maybe improve homeland security along the way.
Can I just say,
yep,
holding an open house for your secretive research facility is not doing anyone any good.
Or is it the perfect cover-up?
Nobody's gonna believe you if you're yeah, it's just we got Tom in accounting. And we just have pizza pie.
I enjoy bagels in the office. I mean,
yeah,
in the
right.
kitchen.
They were very normal business structure. Water coolers. And it's okay, so no. If you're skeptical, you're gonna just be okay, they're putting them up front.
I mean, the crazy part is out there. You can already see it. The 72-foot tall robot trees.
They're hey, we don't care about the bagels or your accounting team. We're more interested in the giant robot leg things that are shooting out of the ground.
Dude, I want to know if these robo trees can answer some questions about murder wind.
Robo trees and murder wind?
That should have been the name of our podcast. At the rate that we, at this point, come out on Monday mornings, it should be called Robo Trees and Murder Wind.
we should just update the name. Maybe season 5 will just change it completely to Robo Trees and Murder Wind.
Or just retire this one and then do a spin-off series.
True. Or we could...
Where it's all Phil and Morbo.
Oh, Phil and Morbo? We could become DJs named Robotree and Murder Wind.
That'd be pretty cool, right? Like a Daft Punk situation.
Yeah, exactly. Except instead of helmets, we've got 6 shoes that are robotic and they're really hard to move in.
That'd be sick.
They're just fax machines that we tape to our...
dude.
My
this
6-inch
rapping,
heels.
Dude, this back and forth rapping. This is
where
all the good ideas.
We're playing tennis right now, dude.
On a theoretical level, the HAARP website notes that federal scientists are working to unlock the mysteries to other natural phenomena that have captivated humans for millennia. They're studying lightning, aurora borealis, and the like. So, murder wind might be on the docket.
I was going to say, it's not out of the question.
I think I'd rather get to the bottom of murder wind before I care about aurora borealis.
I don't know, dude. It's so pretty.
Aurora borealis. This time
also,
of year,
who
confined
named
entirely to your kitchen. What?
Who named the Aurora Borealis? What?
I think it's Latin, isn't it?
No, Latin's made up.
For,
you
boring ass
sheep.
lights or something.
It's not Latin. Latin's not real. Latin's as real as pigeons. No, Borealis is Latin for sheep.
I think it's Latin for polar lights. Maybe
they had polar.
Oh no,
in
hold
their
on.
Dictionary. That's a beverage company.
No,
bro.
no. It's
All Okay, I'm gonna Google this.
It's derived in the names from the ancient gods of the north wind, Boreas, and the south wind, Auster, which is so much cooler than I expected.
All right, new DJ names. Auster and Boreas.
Do you want to be north wind or south wind?
I don't know. To be honest, do you have a preference? Because
I'll do south wind. Because it
right.
also sounds like a proper, funny way to say farts. Got some southern winds going on. A little too much cheese, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, that already gives you the personality of your DJ character. You know, you get an idea of what you're getting into. I like this a lot.
My name is basically Fancy Farts.
Dude, Fancy Farts and Fancy Feast?
Dude, yeah, you sell fancy farts in a can. You open it and it's just farts.
Yeah, but it's like it's like a monocle.
We're
inside.
Fucking millionaires. Ideal-wise. We haven't executed it, but our thought capital is worth millions.
True. Dude, thoughtcapital.com /
If any of the sharks are listening, we'll take the deal no matter what it is. We're ready.
Yeah. I don't care if it's Barb being like, you're going to just fight my grandson.
I hope it's Lori selling fancy farts on QVC.
Ugh. All right.
They've also learned to induce both of those on a limited scale, according to a statement included on the Navy's defense budget, which is crazy. So I kind of picked up in a poor spot. They're studying lightning, aurora borealis, and the like, and they've learned how to induce both of those things on a limited scale.
Dude, they're making lightning and auroras?
Yeah. I mean, we kind of are with our, figurative lightning with our shows.
We have it in a bottle.
Yeah, cultural lightning.
Yeah.
But,
cultural
they
lightning.
can induce on a partial level, according, I guess...
I bet it all on that horse back in the Kentucky Derby.
I guess it probably depends on how you interpret the Navy defense budget, but they can induce lightning and aurora borealis. HAARP also exists, the website project notes, to learn more about shortwave radio communications and its application in global positioning systems, among other things. So kind of important. Pretty much how the entire world gets anywhere now.
I think this is just some what's it called? What was it called in the 70s? The mind control.
MK
Ultra.
Well, here's where we get fun. We get to the fun stuff. Among other things. Maybe HAARP was used to search for Saddam's WMD. Maybe it's utilized to gather intel on Iran's underground nuclear facilities. Who knows?
I like how he's just like, these are the two things. Who knows?
I should state that it was published in 2011 and updated in 2017, this article.
That's a good call.
Plenty of other theories have been explored about what exactly Uncle Sam is up to way out in the middle of nowhere, Alaska. However, here are a few of the best conspiracy theories in a nutshell. Earthquakes. Could HAARP's antenna be generating earthquakes?
What?
Eric Dubé, a conspiracy blogger and American expat that lives in Thailand, is part of the crowd that believes that the U.S. used HAARP to cause the 8.9 magnitude earthquake that rocked northern Japan in March 2011, leading to the devastating Fukushima Daiichi nuclear meltdown.
Why would they do that?
I know. Japan's an ally, right?
Okay, this is pretty kooky.
And there's gonna be like someone related to some. It's gonna be like some congressman's cousin was there or something.
Yeah, right. Like Fukushima had ties to the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Blah 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 blah.
The gist of the argument from Dubé and others is that waves generated by HAARP antennas are focused on a specific part of the ionosphere with enough force to make the entire thing buckle into space. The ionosphere snaps back towards the ground with enough precision to cause a massive earthquake that devastates a strategic target that furthers American economic and defense interests. So essentially,
so you're telling me that we just got cheat codes?
Basically, the idea is it increases in that one spot, the ionosphere, like away from Earth, and then when it slingshots, it moves all of the air and all of the molecules in that density in such a pressurized manner that it comes down like the hand of God and explodes onto the surface of Earth.
Dude, this is pretty sick.
I'd say.
That's a crazy... How do you, determine... how do you come up with that?
I don't know. You probably read, Ender's Game or something. I don't know.
It's like, yo, you guys. So I was wicked high and I was playing Call of Duty. But listen. I figured it out.
Others claim the U.S. for bizarre reasons, mostly unsubstantiated, as most of these are going to be, caused the January 2010 earthquake in Haiti. The best guess anyone has come up with is that Haiti was the perfect place for a test run of sorts.
Why is it the perfect place for test runs?
I don't know, because it's like the poorest country, I guess, maybe, and like they can't retaliate on anything.
Why not just do it in like the desert like we did with nukes?
I don't know. Well, in this theory, the government is like soulless.
I mean,
so they probably want to see all the evil, like, how can it affect people and structures and sewers?
Okay.
Anyways, it's among 13 reasons included on a post on Godlike Productions. Yeah, 13 Reasons Why to Cause an Earthquake in Haiti. It's a crazy sequel Selena Gomez is producing. That argues that the U.S. should be suspected for causing the quake in Port-au-Prince. A column by another conspiracy theorist on UFOblogger.com goes a step further. A very reliable source. As we all do. That's saved to my home screen, babe. Goes a step further in trying to predict what will be hit next. The most likely thing most likely the next target will be the New Madrid fault line in the South Midwestern United States. Kansans can rest easy, though.
Did they give like any evidence as to why that is, or like did he just throw a dart at a map and he's like, "Well, this is the next spot"?
I'm guessing he's just looking at fault lines.
Hey, man.
Kansans can rest easy, though. This guy's name, I don't know how to pronounce it, and it's going to sound ridiculous. So here we go.
Call him Boogie Oogie Oogie.
Pervez Hoodboy. Pakistan. It's Hoodbhoy. Hoodboy.
Hoodboy.
Pervez Hoodboy, a Pakistani nuclear physicist, tears the earthquake theory to shreds in response to an Islamic group that blamed HAARP for devastating floods in Punjab. Anyway. Hurricanes. There's a storied tradition of blaming devastation hurricanes on HAARP. That trend hit a fever pitch in 2005. The first time was with Katrina, and then Rita, and then Wilma. Interestingly, HAARP saw its funding peak that same year at $49.3 million, which is not a lot for a government.
I was going to say, that's not much, but it's like...
so much money, but for like
I thought you were going to say billion, and I was going to be like, okay.
But why would the U.S. government want to inflict devastation on its own citizens? And how exactly would scientists in Alaska generate Atlantic hurricanes with shortwave radio communication? And what else needs to be said? This is absolute hogwash, Stanford professor Umran Inan told Popular Science. There's absolutely nothing we can do to disturb the Earth's weather systems. Even though the power HAARP radiates is very large, it's minuscule compared to the power of a lightning flash. And there are 50 to 100 lightning flashes every second. HAARP's intensity is very small. Pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
Although the U.S. government has inflicted devastation on its own citizens before, so like the whole... have we talked on this podcast about the syphilis experiments?
Have we talked about syphilis much yet?
We gotta talk about syphilis.
I'm trying to get into
it. We have a brief PSA out there. Practice safe sex.
It's just a black and white screen, and Morbo comes in and he talks all about syphilis.
Yeah, he's sitting on a stool smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, this is now canon. Morbo has syphilis. So
he did. Hey,
sorry,
she didn't eat him though.
Huh?
He's a spider, so usually the female eats him after sex. So he got away with it.
Oh, true.
So he escaped with his life, but unfortunately with syphilis as well.
Yeah. So
what a trade.
What a deal he made with
What a deal. No, maybe we'll talk about the syphilis experiments in the future. Don't look them up. Wait for our content. Like and subscribe. Mind control. Here's where we probably touched on it last time.
Okay.
Of all the conspiracies floating around HAARP, this is perhaps the most entertaining and scientifically far-fetched. The government is using the shortwave radio communications generated in Gakona, so the story goes, to control the minds of unsuspecting Americans. What conspiracy theorists believe the feds are trying to control is hazy. A good place to try and get a grip on one of these is the conspiracy website HAARP.net, or just watch a friend of the show, I like to think he would be. Watch Jesse Ventura's rendition when you have a few minutes. It was on his program about conspiracy theories. Then go ahead and read Popular Science's rebuttal to Jesse Ventura's rendition. I love Jesse Ventura, dude.
I don't think you understand, Scott. There's something you gotta know about HAARP. They're not actually giant robot legs.
Governor of Minnesota.
They're tiny alien pasta noodles.
Government of Minnesota. World Wrestling Federation champion. And one of the co-stars of the movie Predator. It's just like...
It's such a poggers union.
The resume is fantastic. Someone's going to say like, yeah, but he accidentally like did this terrible thing back in the 80s. And I'm going to be like, fuck.
And then he purposely did these other terrible things. And I'll be like, yup.
But was he in character for the World Wrestling Federation?
He's a character.
He is.
Look him up if you don't know who Jesse
governor?
Ventura is. I know. No, he's
I mean, on Twitter, he's listed as Governor Jesse Ventura. Oh, no, he's a former governor.
I genuinely hope he's not, at least.
Oh, he was also in the military.
There's no way he still is.
He served in the U.S. Navy underwater demolition team during Vietnam.
That's pretty
This
cool.
dude fucks. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Anyways. Hold on, I gotta get back to the page. Here we are. So, beyond the conspiracies. What makes HAARP susceptible to conspiracy criticism is simple. The facility does not open its doors in the same way as other federally funded research facilities around the country, and it doesn't go to great efforts to explain the importance of its research to the public. If you want to visit Oak Ridge National Laboratories, a Manhattan Project-era facility with exponentially greater funding, but also a heavy focus on top-secret nuclear technology, you can just show up to the visitor center for a public tour or schedule something more in-depth without much hassle. You can do the same at Los Alamos, another bastion for the Manhattan Project, in New Mexico. At both of these facilities, journalists can access unclassified research and talk directly to researchers and scientists. That's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you just say, what up, dog?
There's a new Christopher Nolan movie coming out about the Manhattan Project. Cillian Murphy is playing Frederick Oppenheimer.
Playing Oppenheimer. It's called Oppenheimer, no?
It's called Big Stanley Oppenheimer.
Ooh.
None of that is possible at HAARP, though. Never expressly stated, probably in part because of the tinfoil hatters that might storm Gakona if allowed visits of any kind. Remember Storm Area 51?
Yeah, dude. Naruto running at military installations.
That's
that
when
was
Facebook
sick.
almost made a comeback.
That was before the world... Well, I guess that was like right at the brink of the world about to turn to shit. We should have known.
Yeah, maybe the government created COVID-19 to make sure nothing that well organized and impactful ever happens again.
Yeah. When
the movement for more information is spearheaded by Jesse Ventura and True TV, it's easy enough to laugh and let the... Whoa. Okay, first of all, we don't laugh at Jesse Ventura here.
Nobody makes fun
and to let the real
body.
And to let the real research continue away from the public eye. But the closed shop tendencies could prove the facility's undoing as budget hawks like the super bipartisan group in Congress assigned to dig up trillions of dollars in savings over the next decade are eager to score political points. What's to keep HAARP from ending up on the chopping block? Perhaps opening the project up to public scrutiny might keep those federal dollars flowing to Alaska. Although I should say this article is from was revisited in 2017, I should say. I believe it is closing.
HAARP?
Yes, I believe it was budget was slashed. And
damn.
And apparently in 2010, Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez claimed that HAARP triggered the Haiti earthquake as well.
Very cool.
So you got guys all over the world. So yeah, I think the Air Force closed it down. And I don't know if that's because they're like, hey, GPS is pretty well established now. We don't need you.
We figured it out.
Or if they're like, hey, we don't have as much use for like,
hey,
sending out
Jesse Ventura is getting too close to the truth. Shut it down.
The governor of Minnesota is too close to cracking this one open. We gotta chill.
I rode a grizzly bear all the way to HAARP.
But
He would.
He would.
He would. Do you think it'd be a grizzly bear or a moose?
A moosely bear.
Oh.
I combine animals and it's cute.
It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Moosely Bear. my deep straight to DVD remix.
And that's
Go
the
to
story.
avatarthelastmooselybear.com/buy now.
That's the story of HAARP.
That's the story of
And the
HAARP.
conspiracy theories that are all over it,
Sorry,
like ornaments on a
Haiti.
Christmas tree.
Hey, speaking of Christmas, get your jingle bells rocking.
Heck yeah. I already had
For-
some my first nog of the season last night.
Ooh.
Poured a nice glass of eggnog.
I have to drink one each year. I'm not a fan of eggnog.
I love eggnog.
Sconey, if you guys want to send Scones eggnog, his
Send
social
it
security
all.
number is as follows.
You
that
gotta
helps.
stock up before it's, January and the government
Scones
takes it
is
away.
a doomsday prepper, but only for eggnog.
Yeah.
He's just got a bunker full of nog.
They take it away and put it all in HAARP in January.
Oh. Well, we figured out the truth. Thanks everyone for listening. Check out MondayMorningComp.com.
Please
do
do.
Why not?
Check out our socials.
Twitter, MMMacabre, Instagram, Monday Morning Macabre, other things.
Check out
And
our
if
merch.
you-
We need some new merch, but check
we
out
do
our
need
merch.
some merch. And if you guys want to send me a picture of Jesse Ventura riding a moose or a bear,
Or a moose
go
bear.
ahead and do it.
Him riding a
Or
moose
a-
bear might be a great merch item.
Yes, Queen.
And
I told Jenny to make me a T-shirt earlier today
ooh,
because the phrase "What's eating Dilbert's grapes" popped into my head, and I thought it was funny.
is it gonna be like the comic strip Dilbert? Him?
Yeah, but then like someone's eating his grapes.
It's like him with a plate that says like Dilbert's grapes, but it's empty and there's just the stem.
Right. That could be. Yeah, you got it. So, who's eating Dilbert's grapes?
I like it.
Find out next week, and above all, I love you so much.
We love you all so much.
Bye.
Like and subscribe. Boy.